So my face is primed. Hi guys, this is Maria from mariamiama. Hope you're well. I don't know if you have noticed it, but I've done a bit of a rebranding from mariamiama beauty to mariamiama because I don't want to put myself into one category. I want to talk about other things as well. So there's a bit of a rebranding happening, and today I want to just show you this look. It's my everyday go-to look going to work. So if you're interested, stay tuned and keep watching. My face is already has the skincare on it that I use every day. I have a bit of eyeliner and mascara on it because I've been outside. It's already 3 p.m. in the afternoon, so I'm filming this later in the day. But yeah, let's just put on my everyday makeup routine. So I like to start off with a primer. This is the E.l.f. Poreless Putty primer. Just put it on the areas. Sorry, I'm just looking down because my mirror is here. Just on the areas where I have a large pores. There you go. Just a little bit. And I usually start off with concealer, and I'm using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in Fair. And then I usually put a little bit on like spots and red patches. To blend this out, I'm going to use my Sigma flat kabuki F80 flat kabuki brush, and what I do is I just buff that in. So I buff that in. So then the next step I do is I use a foundation, and this is the Nars Sheer Glow in Oslo. It matches my skin type, skin color quite well. It's just a tad too light, but the next shade up would be a tad too dark. So I'm gonna go lighter and then bronze my face up. So I usually only use one pump. Sometimes a bit more, it depends on how I feel. And what I do is actually I only apply foundation from the eyes down, because if you've seen my previous video, the sebderm video, I have like sebderm on my forehead and I get really dry patches, so any foundation that I put on it, throughout the day my face starts just being very dry, developing dry patches, especially in this area where I have the sebderm. So what I do is that the majority of my foundation I spread all over my face. And to be very honest, I just use foundation just to even out my skin tone because I have freckles and red patches. I don't like to put bronzer on top of that, so I could get away with not using a foundation, but I don't want to put just bronzer on top of that because with the freckles I feel like sometimes it looks very patchy and very uneven. So that's why I'm using just a little bit of foundation to just even out my skin tone. So when I start doing bronzing and blushing, it basically sculptures my face instead of looking weird and patchy. So once I have even out my face, I take whatever is left and then just like go just a little bit over my forehead. So next up is powdering. At the moment I use the Mercier Translucent setting powder. I'm just testing myself through loose powders. Before I had the Hourglass Veil and Translucent powder, which I really liked, especially the one, the Illuminati one. It's quite good. Gives your face a bit of a glow. That is a Real Techniques brush. I have no name for it. I bought it off the internet. I don't even know if it's real. And then for all over powder, I use the 107 powder polish from Zoeva. What I do is I just dip in and then just buff it out. I don't swipe. I just buff the powder in. Look, I know I dipped in only once, but this brush has enough powder on it to powder my whole face. So let me just powder my face where needed. This is literally gonna last me probably all year, as little as I use. I like this, especially when you have dry face. You don't want to powder too much. I just powder a little bit, just set it, and that's it. So what I usually do next is I take eye primer. This is not really an eye primer. This is an eyeshadow, Zoom Shadow Stick from Mecca Maxima, but this is so cheap and it's so effective. I never had the MAC Paint Pot, but I could imagine that this one comes close to the MAC Paint Pot. It just covers all the veins, all the uneven, anything that you want to cover, it basically covers. It won't cover your mistakes in your life, but I think that's alright. Here you go. And then I do my eyebrows. I don't do much with my eyebrows. I barely even like pluck them nowadays. It doesn't really matter. I can't be bothered. And then what I do is I just fill it in. This is the Goof Proof from Benefit, which has lasted me forever. I know we shouldn't keep makeup for forever, but it's literally lasting me for forever, and I don't want to use it just for the sake of using it. Like, I use it as much as I need it, and that's it. This is number 3. It matches my color quite well. There you go. Just brush it all into place. Here you go. Next up, I move on to highlight. So I learned the other day that when you put on highlight first and then bronzer and blush, you don't get this harsh line of highlighting. And for highlighting, I'm going to use the Shimmer and Strobe highlighting palette from Flower Beauty. Oh my god, if you don't have it in your life, get it. It's super cheap. I don't remember how much it is, but I will link it below. I got it in Chemist Warehouse. But this shade is absolutely everything. I don't use these too much. I use these more on my eyes, but this one is like my ultimate highlighting shade, and this is the Morphe M510. And I'll just put just one thing with this brush, it loses a lot of hair. My face looks like a fur ball after using it. Anyway, moving on to bronzer. I use the Luxe Highlighting Brush 105 from Zoeva. And then I swirl my brush in there, and then I just tap it on and blend it out. Yep. And we're moving on to blush. 127 Luxe Sheer Cheek, and this is the Flower Blush in Sweet Pea. And then just on the outs of the cheek. So that's the face done. Moving on to eyes. So as I said to you earlier, because in the mornings I don't want to be stressed about doing my makeup crazily, what I usually do is I use my bronzer. Swirl my blending brush in it, and then I just bronze up my eye, put this in the crease and then just above. That's basically it. And then what I do is I use again the Flower Beauty highlighting palette, and I just dab my finger in and you get quite a lot out of it. And then I just dab it on my lid, just in the area where we haven't blended. And because the primer is down, it will just stick to it very nicely. Seriously, this Flower Beauty palette is worth every cent, and it will last you forever. There you go. And then what I usually do is I'm just checking and then maybe just blend a little bit more. That's it. Eyeliner. Finished look. Sorry, excuse me. I need just to use my mirror here. Go. Before I put on mascara, I put on my MAC Fix Plus. And if it's too wet, I have a little powder puff that helps me just pressing everything in without moving the makeup too much around. And then you do mascara. I use the Wink Ink from Mecca Max. It's 20 bucks and it's just as good as the Hourglass Caution mascara. Seriously guys, I can't really complain about it. And this is the finished look. Looks very fresh. It looks very simple. It opens up my eyes. If I put dark eyeshadow on, my eyes look a bit closed up, and I like this. It makes me from a sleepy head to a awake head, and that's what I need for work. I don't want to look too sleepy in the morning. Yeah. Let me know what you think of this look, or if you have any suggestions how to improve it. Leave me a comment below in the comment section. Otherwise, give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any other videos. Thank you for watching. Bye.